All right.
Okay.
So, welcome to Your Way to Europe Consultation Services. Today, we're having an interview with Ian. He's one of my classmates here, and he's an international student here in Germany pursuing a master's degree. And we are asking Ian a few questions today. And first, Ian, could you introduce yourself? What is your name? Where are you from? And
Okay. Uh, Hi everyone. I'm Ian, and I come from Taiwan.
Okay, you're from Taiwan. Okay, so I made a list of questions to ask Ian, and I will just go through these questions so I don't forget anything. Okay, so what is your name? Where are you from? You said
Yeah.
that. All right. Okay. All right. So what are you studying in Europe? Yeah.
Okay.
And in what country in Europe?
Okay. I'm studying polymer material science in Martin Luther University in Hallo, which is in Eastern Germany. Yeah. So I'm in Germany now.
Yeah, he's in Germany now. Great. Okay. So what was the reason behind choosing Germany?
First of all, it has been always my dream to study abroad, and then I just want to broaden my mind to meet the people from different country or different culture, to see people different aspect. Yeah, and so here I am. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you said you always wanted to study abroad, and you like the cultural exchange and the interaction which is available to you here in Europe, because you meet different people from different languages, different culture, like a language exchange, and this is what you're interested in.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks. And why did you choose this master's degree program here?
Because I was studying chemical engineering in university,
Yeah.
and for the master degree, we can dive into maybe biology or microelectronic or polymers. So I find polymers more interesting to me.
Yeah.
So that is why I choose this program.
Okay, great. That sounds good. I like your responses. Okay. So what did you study? Okay, so you said you studied chemical engineering in your bachelor's degree, right?
Yes.
And in what country did you study it?
I study in my country,
In
Taiwan.
your homeland, Taiwan. Okay, so the degree from Taiwan is accepted here.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. Okay. All right, next question. What do you love the most about your studies here in Germany?
In Germany, again, by this program I can meet a lot of international students. Also, there's a club like ESN party. They provide a lot of international event. You can meet international student from different country.
Yeah.
That is the most interesting thing for me. Yeah.
Okay, and I know that the ESN body here, they also go on trips and excursions. Have you ever traveled with the ESN community, or do you have your own little group where you guys travel and all of that?
No, I've never been to a trip with them. Yeah,
Okay.
I always travel with my friend or my classmate. Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, I know Ian travels a lot. I see him traveling. He's always having a good time. So I assume it has been good for him here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so here in Germany, would you say the universities here are highly developed? Yeah, everywhere, as in, would you say the West is more developed than the East, or how do you find your studies? Every instrument which you need to perform an experiment, is it here? What is the infrastructure like here in Deutschland?
I think the infrastructure here is great because the government subsidize the university, and we all know Germany is well known for the well education. So by this education system, we can build a very solid foundation of knowledge.
Yeah, so everything is there, the equipment, when you go in the lab, everything. All right. And for me, that's very important because I know in some developing countries, like my country, we don't have necessarily all the first class equipment which are available here. So that's one good thing I would say about studying here. All right. So what is a typical day at the university like for you? What do you typically do? And is it different like from first semester to second semester? What do you generally do?
In the first or second semester, most of the time I have classes and I have to study the exam, and I have labs and I have to write the protocol. But this semester is like a project year, so I have to do project. For me, it's like I go to lab three days a week. Yeah, so that is how my study life looks like.
Here, okay, so you go to the lab and do you do anything interesting otherwise from study? Because I just want to know. Just only to the
interesting.
Yeah, like okay, you go to the lab, you work, but anything else outside of that?
Yeah. Beside that, I have tendon. I meet my friend.
Yeah, you told me.
I exchange language.
Yeah. And Mensa, you always go to the Mensa because that's your place to get your food.
Yeah, Mensa is like a cafeteria in Germany.
Yeah.
They provide cheap food, and I don't like to cook. Yeah. It is very time consuming for me.
Yeah, definitely. He's always at the Mensa, and the Mensa is his place to eat. Yeah, but the food, it's good at the Mensa. I like the Mensa food. It tastes good, and we're actually going to the Mensa when we're done. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. What do you generally do on the weekends?
On the weekends, I like learning German because in the weekday I don't have much time to learn German. Yeah. So on weekend I like to learn German, and maybe sometimes I like hanging out with my friend and working out.
Oh, that's so nice. That's nice. And learning German, why do you learn German?
Why? Because I want to communicate with people. Yeah. Since we already here, we have to learn German, make your life more easier and comfortable. And this is the way to get closer to local people.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. All right. And we spoke about traveling already with your friends, but is it relatively cheap to travel within Europe?
I think this is one of the huge benefits you can get from studying in Europe. Because especially in Germany, Germany is just right bang in the middle of Europe, right? So you can go to every country very close. And so if you plan the trip in advance, you can get the relatively low price ticket. So like last week I went to Poland. The round trip ticket for the plane for the flight cost me just €40.
Wow. And that's amazing. Only €40 to go to Poland, a round trip. Wow, I had to repeat it because it sounds so good. And as I said, I saw the photos of you guys skiing, and the trip, it was affordable, so that's good. And okay, so what are your plans after studying? What do you plan on doing?
After this program, I would like to maybe stay in Germany like 2 or 3 years to collect some foreigner working experience, and I would like to go back my country.
Yeah, definitely go back to develop our own country when we're done. So that's great. And would you recommend international students to study in Europe? Would you, and why would you recommend it?
Oh, I will definitely recommend it,
Yeah.
especially Germany,
Okay.
because most of the school they have no tuition fee. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and the living cost here is relatively low compared to like Canada or United States.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was in college,
Yeah.
I always wanted to do an exchange program,
Yeah.
But I always think that I haven't prepared enough to go abroad. Yeah. But one day I went on a trip in United States and I met a guy.
Yeah.
He couldn't even speak any English,
Oh.
and he has been there for a month. And then I realized there's never a day I will feel like I'm well prepared. So I will say, if you are thinking going abroad or not, just take your first step.
Yeah.
You just lack the encourage.
Yeah, and I agree with
And
that.
I never regret I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I made this decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, just take the first step.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so great. It's so good to know that. And I also want to know, do you have like a community here where you meet people who, I know your mother tongue is Mandarin, right? Chinese.
Yes.
We call it Chinese, but I know it's called Mandarin.
That's
Your mother tongue is that. So do you find people here who speak the same language? Do you have like a Asian community where you guys meet up? Do you have such an experience?
We have the Facebook group. Yeah. So people from Taiwan who study in Germany, they have the Facebook group. Yeah. So sometimes they have the gathering. They gather together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I seldom go with them.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I prefer to meet the local people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to just hang out with my people who speak the same language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So great. So I guess this is it for questions. Is there anything else you'd like to add, just for the people? Because we're here trying to assist people to come to Europe to study. So is there anything else? Any recommendations, or without getting into too much details, of course? Anything else?
Also, if you think the living cost is still expensive, I would say you can work for like 20 hours per week in Germany. So it will really help.
Yeah, it will. I mean, people work here, and I know in summertime as well, people work at like some of the top companies, and they make enough money to sustain them throughout the year. And the cost of living is dependent on the city. Like some cities are more expensive.
Yeah.
And as Ian said, just do it. It will work out. Because if you just go, as you said, you saw the guy who could not speak any English, but he's there in the USA.
Yeah.
Just pursue whatever you want, go for it. So
just take a first step, and you'll find that things is easier than you thought.
Definitely. So Ian, I have to thank you so much for your time and for your expertise and your insights. Since you're here, you made it here, and I know you're doing very well, and I just want to congratulate you. And
thank you.
For the people who are interested, Your Way to Europe Consultation Services, we assist students from all over the world, and we liaison with people like Ian and other people who you will be seeing, more international students, so that they will tell you much about their experiences and what it is like. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao. Yeah, ciao.